What's up, party people? So, look, I want to do a quick um, success tip on cultivating your contact list and how to really maximize it. Because a lot of times when you're in sales and you're marketing a very powerful product. So, for example, with us, we have this. Number one, you don't want to market something that's not life changing. So don't do anything that's not life changing. If it's fluff, I don't recommend that because you're not going to get as much impact and as much traction, and you won't feel as great as you can when you're doing something that is truly life changing. That's number one. When you look at what we promote, it's directly connected to higher quality of life and proactive wellness, proactive well being. And we are in direct opposition of big pharma, pharmaceutical, drugging people up, putting all kinds of synthetic toxins in their body that may mask or even possibly address one issue while also spinning off a whole series of other issues as quote unquote side effects, as you'll hear in any commercial that's promoting any new pharmaceutical drug. So, we have a very large and significant and impactful and meaningful mission to get people on a higher track of better health and higher quality of life. Now, when you have that kind of come from and that is your foundation, it is so much easier to pick up the phone and start hitting your contacts. Now, if you're like me, you have many, many contacts in your phone, maybe 100, maybe 500, maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 or more, which means you're going to have contacts in there that you don't know who these people are. You don't remember where you met. It's been so long since you've had a conversation, you just don't know who it is. So, number one, it's perfectly reasonable for you to just start going through one by one. And if I see a name and a number that I don't recognize, I call it. And let's say the name is Alfie. All right, I'm in the A's. I call Alfie. I say, hey, Alfie, listen, my name is Ed Blunt. Do you by chance remember me? Alfie's going to say, no, I don't. Okay, Alfie, my apologies. I don't remember you either, but you're in by phone. And this is my success Rolodex, Alfie. So I wouldn't have your name and number unless you were a successful person. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, but would you mind just giving me a quick bio of who you are and what you do so I can properly have you listed in my phone? And that way, if I can be of service to you, if I can help your cause, your mission, or what have you, then great. And Alfie may say, well, that's funny. I don't really have a cause, man. I work at the post office and I play in the bowling league, and that's pretty much what I'm doing. Oh, okay, fantastic. Well, while I have you on the phone, would you be open to a very brief conversation about your income options and are they open or not? So that's a very seamless transition, okay? That's just an example. But I'm going to go through my contacts one by one by one by one. Now, I'm writing all of my contacts down. This is going to be painful for some of you because it's painful for me. Nobody said success was about convenience. Success is not about convenience. I'm literally writing down every name that's in my contact list, and I have a lot. I'm not going to tell you the number because some of you would be like, he's writing down all those names and numbers. The reason being is because it's like a memory jogger. Sometimes you write down a name and number or you see it and you haven't seen it in a while and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about this person. Oh yeah, I remember her. Oh yeah, I remember when we, and then boom, you just start, and that triggers even a sharper recall for the next name that you may or may not remember, right? So that's number one. The reason you're writing it down is because it's easier to track. Now, when I make the phone call, and the next call is going to be to Amanda. Amanda picks up the phone. Hey, Amanda, how are you? This is Ed. Do you remember me, Ed Blunt? Oh, yeah, I remember you. We met at a networking event. Now she's helping me remember. Okay, what event was that? It was a Toastmasters event. Oh, fantastic. So, Amanda, what do you do? Refresh my memory. Oh, I do X, Y, and Z. Okay, fantastic. By the way, I don't want to take up too much of your time. The reason for my call is I just wanted to know, do you keep your income options open? Are you making as much money as you want to make? What are two things that you'd like to have more of that you don't have enough of? So one of those lead ins I'm going to give And as she answers, if she's following the track that I'm laying out for her, then I'm going to set the appointment. So I'd like to send you some information, Amanda, that's going to address both of those. What I need from you is a commitment that when you look at the information I'm going to share with you, you don't have any distractions, no barking animals, no kids, nothing. I need you to be 100% focused on the information for the time that it is, because here's my promise to you. I have spent thousands of hours in the classroom, Amanda. I have 7 years of higher education and multiple degrees, Amanda. So what I'm sharing with you in the next 45 to 55 minutes can make a difference in the rest of your life, even more significant than the thousands of hours I've spent in the classroom and the 2 degrees that I have. All that time that I spent, I can't even tell you the value proposition that this next hour can give you if you are very focused in what I'm going to send you. Is that fair? Amanda's like, damn, well, what is this? Wow, okay, yeah, that's fair. So set the appointment, and now I have it in my notebook. Amanda watches Prez October 9th, Monday. Boom. So now I have that written down. So now I have a note. If Wednesday is here and I'm reviewing my list because I'm continuing to call people, I'm just going down the list. I'm going down the list dispassionately, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not emotional about the outcome. Some people are going to be open, some are not. Some people are going to want an opportunity, some will not. I do not care. I have such a big, healthy list that I don't care. Like I'm looking for people who are looking. But I'm able to track it. So if Wednesday comes, I'm like, oh yeah, I got to follow up with Amanda. I didn't talk to her in the last 48 hours. Let me give her a call right now. Hey, Amanda, just following up on the information that I sent. I know we said we were going to talk Wednesday. I couldn't remember the time, so I'm calling you now. Is this a good time? Oh yeah, it's a great time. So tell me, what did you like best about what you saw? Let's go through it. And then I'll go through those questions, and then I'll get a decision. Is she ready to move forward? Does she want to do retail only? Does she want to do brand ambassador, as well as taking advantage of the discounts? Is she ready to rock and roll, etc.? So that's how you're going to cultivate your list as it is. The second part of that is when you're going out and you're doing your life. You may be a fitness junkie like myself. You may be someone who likes to go to the driving range. You may be someone that goes to the spas and gets your mani-pedis every week. You get your hair done. You may be someone that is participating in some sort of CrossFit. So whatever your bag is, prospect while you're out. Don't go out to prospect. And so if I encounter someone that has good energy, hey, Blake, it was really good working out with you, man. You got a lot of energy. What do you do when you're not here? Oh, I do X, Y, and Z. Fantastic, man. Here's what I'm into. Question for you. Are you someone that is passionate about what you're putting into your body as much as how you work out your body? Well, actually, I've been wanting to get better in that area. Okay, well, I have something that can address that if you're open to it. It's made a huge difference in my life and many other people's lives, just in terms of a higher quality of energy, higher quality of health. Would you be open if I sent you some information to take a look? Absolutely. So that person, I'll send the 15-minute product breakdown that Dr. Dan does. I won't even talk about the business because I'm leading in a different capacity. But once I get there, I'm going to go into the next opportunity, which is the opportunity itself to become a brand ambassador once they've looked at the products. Because I know once they look at the products, they're going to want to get some. Okay, I just know that. So that's how I'm cultivating my contact list from the outside in, meaning now I'm collecting new names and numbers as I'm going about my life. If I encounter people with good energy, if I see a spark in there, I'm going to explore that. I'm going to strike up a conversation. I'm going to ask questions because, again, I'm just seeking to add value. Think about, we still have people that come up and knock on our door and they're called Jehovah's Witness. And I respect them because they are doing the footwork because of what they believe in. They genuinely believe that if we open up our doors to a conversation, they can add value to our lives. That's it. They genuinely believe if we open up the door to a conversation, they can add value to our lives. That's how I feel about what we do. So I'm fine knocking on doors, so to speak. I'll talk to you in line at Whole Foods. I'll talk to you at the gym. I'll talk to you at the library. I'll talk to you at the bookstore. I'll talk to you at the car wash. Whatever I'm out doing as I'm doing my life, if I connect, if we make eye contact, if I sense good energy, boom, I'm striking up that conversation. I'm going to collect your name and number. I'll collect your social media, whatever works best for you. I'll simply say, hey, what's the best way to get in contact with you? And if they say, here's my phone number, or I'll just say, what's your mobile number? I'm going to send you a text right now. And 9 times out of 10, they're comfortable with that. Very few people are uncomfortable because they can tell that I'm genuine. They can tell I'm not a creep. I'm not some weirdo. I'm not some, I'm out here proselytizing, nothing like that. They can tell that I'm genuinely interested in them, and I'm seeking to find a way to add value. They can feel that energy. That's not what they're saying, but they can feel that. So if you have the right come from, ladies and gentlemen, and if you're genuinely wanting to add value the way a Jehovah's Witness does when they're knocking on the doors and they don't know who's on the other side of the door, but if you have that same spirit, you will collect contacts like it's nobody's business. I literally had 3 new contacts yesterday in an 8-hour period. Just living my life, just being me. So these things are very important. You want to make sure you're engaging in this level of interaction with the world around you because number 1, every day is an opportunity to make an impact. Number 2, if all you do is spend time with yourself and you stay in your own little cocoon, that's not growth, and you're not going to build a huge business that way. You will not get to your goals and your dreams living life in a box like that because you're not engaging the world with your message. And part of our task, as it's said in my favorite book, is to go forth and share the good news. To go forth and share the good news. And I submit to you that we have an opportunity with our nutraceuticals to combat the pharmaceuticals and give people a 100% organic plant-based experience that can change their life forever. And therefore we have a duty, a responsibility, and an obligation to share this opportunity because in the business that we're in, we are in the business of building up people, sharpening their communication skills, cultivating their leadership, and helping them to become better in every aspect of their life, including their health and wellness. And that is what we call a winning combination. So that's a quick tip for you on cultivating your contact list, the current contacts that you have, adding new ones to it, and then cleansing your contact list because some of those numbers are no longer working. Some of those people have changed their numbers. Some of those people that you call are going to be negative Nancy's and do nothing Daves, and they will have to be expunged from your contact database. So get rid of them. You don't want any negative energy in your contact list. And when you get rid of people, you're making room for good people to come in. When you get rid of the wrong ones and delete those numbers, the right ones will come to you to take their place.